Welcome to the Daily Digital. I'm Kate Murray. In this video, I am sharing with you a demo of the software that I use to produce all of my YouTube videos. Now, I am not a professional videographer. In fact, I'm far from it. However, I do consider myself fairly tech savvy. I started producing my own videos in 2007 when my daughter was born because I was looking to create a collection of family memories that included both pictures and videos and voiceovers and some text. I sort of grew out of iMovie and I needed something a little bit more robust. And this is where Screenflow comes in. So if you are looking for a great option that gives you a little bit more than iMovie, but not quite as difficult or expensive as Adobe Premiere Pro, then Screenflow is a great option. I'm going to demonstrate a few of the main features that I use to show you how easy it really is. So here we are inside the Screenflow dashboard, and I previously recorded my intro. As you can see, I don't have a fancy studio. I just stand in front of a plain white wall. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to highlight these clips in the timeline. And I'm going to go up here to video. And as you can see, there's a lot of different choices, such as making it bigger and smaller, as well as changing the opacity lighter and darker. I'm going to go down here to the color controls and I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. I do this for all of my videos so that it looks like I am right up against a white background. And then I'm going to just up the saturation a little bit to make myself look not so much like a ghost. So as you can see, that's how easy that was. Now the timeline down here is also a lot like iMovie. I always have a plain white background in the back. And then I like to have a border. So this is a transparent border that I already have sized. You can grab the corners here and resize to exactly the size you want. And the gold and black theme is sort of the color of my website, and I like the way that looks. The other thing I like to do is I like to fade my clips in. So down here, I'm just going to make the clips a little bit bigger on the timeline so I can see what they are. And click here, and I'm going to do Add Starting Transition. And with the starting transition, you can select from a variety of different choices. And these are just kind of the same types of transitions that you would find in like a PowerPoint presentation. I just like the way the blur looks, so I'm going to use that one. And as I play the clip in my timeline, you can see it fades right in. And this is the exact beginning that I used in the video. So now one of the other things that I find really important in my video, and this is actually part of yesterday's video, which I left in here so that I could use it as an example. I have a video clip and I want to make it bigger or smaller. I can just highlight it and I can drag my clip larger or smaller. And I can move it around on the timeline. And if I wanted the border to be on top of this clip, I would simply grab it and drag it right underneath. And now you can see the gold border is above that. And this timeline is as easy as grabbing pictures or images and just dragging them right in. So, for example, let me come back here to the end. If I wanted to add a photo of this particular book, I'm going to add it to my timeline and I can move it around. I can make it smaller, larger, put it anywhere I want on the timeline. The other thing I can do is add text and annotations very easily. So if I wanted to add some text, I would just come right over here, click on text, click on add new text. Now, if I want this to be at the same spot, I would just overlap those, and then I could move it here, and I can extend it if I want it to last longer. And again, if I wanted to add a transition, I could do that, and then my text would come flying in. And then you can change the color of the text to anything you want over here. You can also change it to any font that's on your computer. So depending if you want it to be fancy or larger or a different color, you can play around with all the different choices. It's really like super easy. You can also do annotations and blurring. I like to use the blur feature if I am showcasing my dashboard and I don't want the users to see if I'm logged in. So in that situation, I would just go here to call out, and as you can see, you can turn the call out to just this piece and turn the rest of it dark, or you can blur it. One of the other cool features I like to do is if I have a clip and I wanted to highlight something specific in that clip, say for example with a circle, I can simply draw the circle, change it to whatever color I want to use, and then set the annotation for as long as I want in my timeline. And I can even add a transition. In that situation, I would probably use a circular transition to make it look like it's drawing a circle. Finally, one of the other cool features I like to do is I like to change the size of an object. So if I have my object here, which can obviously be a picture of anything you want it to be, and then as you're doing your voiceover, you want to increase the size of it. So I would stop the needle on my timeline wherever I wanted to increase it. I would go to video, highlight the clip, add a video action, and then simply drag it to the size that I want it to be. Now, what'll happen is when your clip gets to that part in the timeline, as you can see, we'll let it play, and the video action will automatically increase the size of it. And those are really the main functions that most people would find useful to know about how to do in Screenflow. In the comments below, I've included my affiliate partner link to a free trial of this software. So simply click there to get your free trial, and if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to post them in the comments below.